Implementation contract signed for York Valley Bridge. PM calls for a cleaner environment, and the Library Week is on. Thank you for joining us on another edition of National Focus. I'm Jarna Hector.
And I'm Lourianne Graham Carter. Stay with us for the details of the headline stories after this.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. Got it? Taking care of us can be so easy.
Take good care of the children.
Thanks for staying with us. An implementation contract for the construction of the York Valley Bridge has been signed between the Ministry of Public Works and the Ministry of Commerce of the People's Republic of China. In 2011, when the York Valley Bridge was washed away, government responded immediately to restore a section of the bridge. This cost over $250,000. The People's Republic of China later made a promise to construct a two-lane bridge in the York Valley area. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit expressed appreciation to the People's Republic of China for its continued support to the economic and social development of Dominica.
Over the last 12 years, China has been a steadfast partner and ally to Dominica in our economic development. They've provided opportunities for literally hundreds of Dominicans to pursue various courses of training and also degree programs, and those trainings have become very meaningful and beneficial to the Dominican population in the private and the public sector. As a matter of fact, several Dominicans will be traveling to China in the next days in various areas, whether it's in issues of taxation, agriculture, commerce. Will be exposed to a number of very important advanced areas, which will no doubt assist us in addressing a number of our challenges within the Dominican economy and Dominican society.
The government of Dominica will receive grant funding from the People's Republic of China.
We have a saying in China, if you want to get rich, road and a bridge need to be built first. Yeah. And Dominica has a lot of the beautiful mountains and rivers. So the construction, the road and the bridge is a base of promoting economic and social development.
Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the St. Joseph constituency, Kelva Daru, conveyed his gratitude to China for the project. He sees this as the first step towards having Layu Valley totally transformed.
This bridge is very important for the area, seeing that it serves the farmers as well as the tourism sector and the residents of Layu Park in the Layu Valley. I want to say, on behalf of myself as a member of Parliament for the St. Joseph constituency, a very profound thank you to the Chinese government for the commitment to us here in Dominica and fulfilling this promise. I believe that this bridge is a step in the right direction in the forward movement of the Layu Valley area.
The contract signing took place on Friday.
Honorable Attorney General Levi Peter is pleased with the steps taken by government to improve the judicial system in Dominica. He was speaking at a press conference of the Ministry of Justice on Friday. Honorable Peter says this initiative taken by the government to improve the dispensation of justice is a very good one. He believes that action will yield great results for Dominica.
I just want to emphasize that, of course, this development is a development that the Chambers and Office of the Attorney General is very pleased to see happen. It is something that has been in the pipeline for some time, and it is not the end of the process. I'm sure the Minister will agree when he addresses you shortly. It is one of the many steps that this government is taking to seek to improve the legislative and general justice system in Dominica.
Honorable Peter says since crime is a societal problem, the entire society will benefit from additional staff in the judicial system.
All right-minded citizens will be concerned for the development that we are seeing taking place where various criminal offenses, some of which are causing a number of us some significant concern, have been occurring with a frequency greater than we would desire. So it is hopeful that with the advent of additional magistrates, that the courts will be able to function more effectively, that court matters will be disposed of more quickly, and that through that and other measures that the government is putting and will be putting in place, the dispensation of justice will be more speedy, more efficient, and dare I say it, more just.
In keeping with this process, government has decided to take a number of crime-related bills to Parliament for discussion.
The Sexual Offences Act, which is actually under consideration and in the process of making its way to Parliament. Also, the Bail Act, which has been around for some time, and really it's high time that it is passed. I have already expressed my general view in respect of that, but that act is on the cards for Parliament shortly. In addition to relatively minor but important bills that I've referred to elsewhere, namely the Proceeds of Crime Amendment Bill and the Money Laundering Prevention Amendment Bill. Both of these make relatively small but important amendments to those two pieces of legislation, which are intended to bring us into greater conformity with the international requirements.
In other news, the Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit has reiterated his call for a clean and green Dominica. The Prime Minister was speaking at a press conference on Friday when the Ministry of Justice announced new measures to ensure that court matters are dealt with speedily. The Dominica leader said the latter act will be one that will be executed very strictly.
I did in fact indicate towards the end of last year that we will be putting in place this court to deal specifically with offenses under the Litter Act. Too many people are just dumping things in this country indiscriminately, whether it's from vehicles or from your homes. You know, we have to appreciate the environment, and we have to be conscious of our own individual and collective responsibility. So we'll be putting litter wardens out. The environmental health officers will need to continue to do their work and to bring those persons who have no respect for the environment and who are in violation of the Litter Act to justice. It is simple as that, because we are spending too much money in addressing the consequences of litter.
Honorable Skerrit says it is the public's responsibility to keep the environment clean.
The ravines are blocked because we dump our fridges and our stoves. You know, we have derelict vehicles all over Dominica, and it has cost us millions of dollars to get rid of them. And when you're trying to get rid of them, people are obstructing the law in getting rid of these derelict vehicles across the country. And if we're talking about tourism, and if we're talking about foreign direct investment, and if we're talking about you know, ecotourism and Dominica being the nature isle of the Caribbean, and if we're talking about fighting Zika and the other mosquito-borne diseases, then we have to be mindful of the environment and keeping the environment clean and in a pristine fashion. You know, and I just find that too many parts of this country are unsightly. You know, and people have to be mindful of these things. And we have to play our part. And so this court will meet. And this court will meet to deal with these matters relating to the environment.
The Ministries of Justice and the Environment will work collaboratively for a clean and green Dominica. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Get to know your blood group,
Feels good. I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Welcome back. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit and the Honorable Minister for Agriculture Johnson Drygo are calling on farmers to care for the roads for which funds have been provided. The reconstruction project will cost over $20 million for 10 feeder roads. The call was made at a signing ceremony on Friday.
Farmers have a responsibility to maintain those roads. I have been to every one of those 10 feeder roads myself personally. I have driven the length and breadth of every one of those roads, from Frayal down across to Bois Belleville. Okay? And I see situations where farmers could, by simple action, can control the deterioration of those roads. Simple thing. Dry leaves in the drain. Take a cutlass and remove the leaves. You are spraying your farm, but you leave the side of the road with high grass and covering the roads. Half of the road is covered with grass. When we, the farmers, can come together and to cut the grass and to maintain our investments.
The Honorable Minister for Agriculture encouraged the farmers to claim ownership of the roads.
The idea of farmers just driving by and all sorts of debris are blocked in drains, causing havoc on our feeder roads, cannot continue. Farmers must stop and clear any branch they see affecting the road. Treat the road to your farm as the road to your house, because that's where you make your living. And this is clear. This kind of large investment in feeder roads are not likely to come back by soon. So therefore, farmers must take ownership of the feeder roads.
Construction of the feeder roads will take 12 months and will begin immediately. Work will include repairs to sections of the existing road pavement, complete rehabilitation of certain sections, partial reconstruction of the pavement, repairs to sections of drains, construction of new concrete and earth drains, clearing of and repairs to culverts.
In other news, the Dominica Library and Information Service officially opened the Library Week 2016 on Monday, May 9th under the theme Libraries Evolving. Librarian Renita Charles gave an overview of the week of activities.
During the week of May 8th to the 14th, 2016, the Library and Information Service will sensitize the various communities it serves on the dynamic changes that are happening in today's libraries. They will also seek to increase public awareness of the valuable impact of the services libraries and information centers provide, highlight and also celebrate the work and achievements of librarians and information professionals. It's a time to focus on the changing role of libraries, librarians, library workers, and information professionals.
She noted that libraries and information centers of all types are evolving to meet the needs of the communities that they serve. These institutions play a pivotal role of providing universal and equitable access to information. Therefore, they remain relevant by not only focusing on reading and consuming content, but by serving as centers for knowledge creation.
Libraries today are more about what they do for and with library users, as opposed to what they have for patrons. Libraries aren't only a place of quiet study, but also creative and engaging community centers where people can collaborate using new technologies, attend an educational program, or just to relax. The Library and Information Service offers access to a variety of print but few digital resources, which we are currently working on, online public access catalog, Koha, and more, all accessible in person or online.
Honorable Minister for Education Peter Seja believes that libraries are still vital to communities.
Libraries are not just about what they have for people, but what they can do for and with people. Libraries are viewed as unique social institutions which bind diverse numbers of members of a community together through the provision of an open and equal access to information, fosters and support continued long life learning.
He reaffirmed the government's commitment to developing the facilities required for effective learning.
The government is committed to providing facilities and resources to enable our libraries to continue to enhance the learning experience of our citizens. In fact, as Minister for Education, I look forward to the construction of a new facility to serve the city of Roseau and surrounding communities that will allow our library to evolve further with the provision of adequate modern space to entice and encourage every Dominican to use our library.
Several persons were recognized for their contributions to the library. That list includes Honorable Minister for Education, Peter Sejar, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, Marcella Powell, historian Dr. Lennox Honeychurch, Black history activist Franklin Georges, environmentalist Arlington James, and librarian Davina Jones. Khadijah St. Louis was on scene at the opening ceremony of Library Week 2016 and spoke with librarian Fernanda Raymond. Let's take a look.
We are here at the public library with the Chief Librarian, Ms. Fernanda Raymond, who is going to share with us some of the activities and events taking place for Library Week 2016. You know, I think it's such a good thing that in the age of technology, as we say, that the interest in the library is still there, Ms. Raymond.
Yes, the interest is still there, and of course the library have moved with the technology, and not just to embrace it to provide computers and internet use for users, but to use it as a tool for librarians and the library as well. So we now have our website, and we also have our catalog, which is an electronic catalog, and it's available online, and persons through that catalog can access items within our collection. We also have access for members where you can go in. You can also put a book on hold, you can look at your membership, and also through that same technology you can bookmark a book or books that you want to read for the future or in future dates.
And during the discussions, you know, during the discussions it was said that, you know, the library is not dead. That is one thing that you reaffirmed, that the library is not dead, as people say. In fact, you all are developing with, or maybe you could say even at a faster rate than the technology that's going on right now.
That is true. Some believe that libraries are dead, and libraries are certainly not dead. The thing is, we have changed and transformed, and we're evolving in terms of the services that we play, the role that we play. We now engage the public more, the public now engages more. This year, the last week in April, we held Jazz Week. We had jazz instruments, an exhibition for jazz instruments at the library. We had sessions with high school students, and we also had a day where jazz was just played for an entire morning at the library. So we are engaging, we are changing, we are collaborating, we are forming partnership, and we are just creating a space, a place, and awareness of how we can use information and what we can use the library service for.
You know, a lot of people are of the opinion that computers can never take away, you know, that real genuine feeling of turning a book, of sitting down in a comfortable environment, because as you said before, it's not just about the books, it's about the entire atmosphere of being at the library.
That is very true. Computers, Kindles, in whatever format, it can never take away that genuine feeling of having a book. But even in terms of borrowing of books, we share a valuable learning experience in that people learn to share. They learn the sense of community. If I have that book today, I need to take care of that book so somebody else can have that resource tomorrow.
For GIS News, I'm Khadijah St. Louis.
The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit has issued the following statement in relation to the vacant seat of Parliament for the Soufrière constituency.
As of Tuesday, the 20th day of April 2016, the seat of the elected member of the Soufrière constituency became vacant as a result of his resignation. In accordance with Section 55 of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Dominica, a by-election shall be held to fill the vacancy within 3 months of the occurrence of the vacancy. Pursuant to the above, I advised the President that the by-election for the Soufrière constituency be held on the 7th of June 2016 and that nomination day be declared to be the 20th of May 2016. In that regard, and further to Section 12 of the House of Assembly Elections Act, I further requested of His Excellency the issuance of writs on the 9th of May 2016 for the purpose of the aforesaid election. So the by-election date is 7th of June 2016.
And that's news. McPherson St. Luce is up next with Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole, non moins c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, capable Dominicain assurance na qui projet Indoor Sports Facility qui tape si pour hord gouvernement Mexico, avalé $5 millions à ce cadre pour gouvernement Dominique, même si Eric a passé. Premier ministre a fait parole pendant la cérémonie pour décider contrat travail pour réparer fait taille à stadium là en Roseau. Et le gouvernement déjà tient négociation pour l'argent là. On décision tenue à point pour assister les gens qui sont affectés par Erika. Honorable Skerrit aussi fait parole qui plan gouvernement pour augmenter d'autres facilités sport par qui affecté si la situation là. Premier ministre a aussi mentionné que le gouvernement a gardé bien pour une facilité gym, ça que space for building gym. Équipement pour gym ça là actuellement déjà en pays là. La nouvelle bibliothèque Dominique a observé Simen Bibliothèque l'année 2016. En cérémonie de change aujourd'hui où là, il a déclaré activité qui tient tout long semaine là. Ministère pour l'éducation, Honorable Peter Saint-Jean, a adressé cérémonie pour te déclarer activité là.
Tous les années, à l'ELASA, nous avons créé Library Awareness Week. Et bon matin là, c'est ça qui a pris place ici. Ça c'est en semaine. Là nous avons mis attention à les bibliothèques là. Ça c'est library. Ça nous a créé library. Et service là qui y a offert membres publics là. Because véritablement nous avons que bibliothèque là, ça c'est library il a développé. Quand temps a passé, il a développé en temps passé longtemps. Là montant à l'école. Nous avons servi la bibliothèque là simplement pour faire research ou bien pour acheter quelque chose dans une encyclopédie. Mais jour du jour, nous avons une bibliothèque là, nous avons trouvé presque n'importe bitin yo vle en bas soleil là. Et c'est ça nous avons mis attention en l'air pour dire membres publics là qui nous ni service ça là et il est nécessaire pour yo faire un effort pour servir, qui c'est en ville Roseau, en Grand-Anse, ou bien en Penville ou Bretika. Servir. Et au jour du jour, moun pas ni pour rentrer en bibliothèque là et assise faire travail yo ça nous a créé online. Là nous a servi technologie pour nous trouver information. Véritablement nous a créé les enfants de l'école, nous a créé les moun qui travaillent en public ou bien privé pour servir en bibliothèque là pour aider nous avec toi.
D'autres nouvelles, le gouvernement Dominique a mis en place pour avancer dispensation justice en pays, et spécialement les pour l'office magistrat. Selon une conférence de presse qui était en place la semaine passée, le ministère pour justice, Honorable Ribbon Blackmore, il parle à ces travailleurs qui travaillent en l'office magistrat, bagaille qui a résulté en caisse qui n'a pas crié ou bien il a point trop de temps. Honorable Blackmore a parlé de ça, et bien difficile pour obtenir officier légal pour chaîne ces travail là. Il y a un qui sorti du secteur privé, La constitution cabinet pour prendre décision ou là il fait appointement 3 magistrats neufs qui travaillent en faut cela. Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt, quand oui monsieur ministre justice pour faciliter ces appointements cela. Gouvernement qui a dépensé à peu près $300,000 l'argent pour ces appointements neufs cela. Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est McPherson St. Luce. Au revoir.
To help your phone go longer without needing to charge, turn down your screen brightness and turn off automatic brightness.
Update your apps. Applications often get updated to use less battery power, so you should make sure your apps are up to date.
And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on our past National Focus newscast on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I am Lourianne Carter.
And I'm Jarna Hector. Thank you for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.